thought you just. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Y'all know what the fuck going on. It's your favorite treat, Big D, not the little one. Y'all, this is our last episode of Dii'z Streetz, the podcast. Our last episode of the season, our last episode of the year. Y'all, we done made it. Starting next week, Dii'z Streetz will be a radio show with Empire Radio Club. And I'm super, super, super excited. But what I'm most excited about is the guest that is sitting across from me, y'all. We got Levi The Komediane in the motherfucking building.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. I'm so happy to be here. D, it's been forever, man. We should have been did this. But I'm glad I'm able to close out your season. I'm glad to close out your show.
Thank you.
As a podcast. And I'm also glad I'm here to close out your year for you. So...
As I said, everything happened for a reason.
Don't it, though?
And we done had us a rough little... 2022 been a little rough. It had some ups and downs. It wasn't 2020, but you feel me?
Yeah, actually, 2020 was a great year for me.
You know what?
Even with the pandemic and everything, 2022, this been that year where, it's been like, God damn, can it get any worse? Can it get any worse?
We done made it to the end, so I felt like it was only right and fitting to end the year with some amazing comedy, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
From none other than Levi The Komediane. If you don't know this man, first of all...
Y'all snoozing.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
You snoozing.
So, I'm going to add... You know what? Yeah, no. We going to get right into it because the broadcast was already playing.
Let's get it. I'm ready.
Now, y'all missed it. He was trying to fix his beard before we started the broadcast. And I asked him why he came in here with this nappy-ass beard.
Hey...
He said he ain't been home long enough, so where you been?
I recently moved to Dallas, Texas. Yeah, I live in Dallas, Texas now. And, I don't know nobody down there. So, men, we very particular.
Loyal.
Yeah,
y'all cheat on your bitch before you cheat on your barber.
I don't know about all that.
I'm just saying.
Maybe a little bit. No, definitely. I would definitely cheat on a woman before I cheat on my barber. Because, listen, if you cheat on a woman... Okay, the only thing you got to worry about is maybe your car getting messed up, your shit getting burnt. You can replace that shit. But if you cheat on your barber...
He going to push your hairline back. You're never going to get it back.
You can't get that. And I'm over 30. I'm well over 30.
I'm crying.
Hair don't grow back like it used to. Okay?
It don't grow back
like
it do, just in the wrong places.
Yeah, it grow my line to get pushed back. Next thing I know, I got a fur on my ass. I don't need that. I don't need that at all.
So I got to ask... What brought on this move to Dallas?
Well, my best friend, shout out to my best friend, Lady Girl. She moved to Dallas about 6 months ago. She moved down there about 6 months ago, and she been feeling real overwhelmed and everything because she down there, she by herself. She don't really know nobody. And so I was just like, well, listen, I got you. I ain't got nothing going on for real right now. You know what I'm saying? I just finished filming. The TV show that I'm filming, which, by the way, look out for that. It's coming soon.
TV show? Oh, I ain't know nothing about this.
But I was just I knew it was going to be an opportunity to take a break in between all the things that I have going on in the city. And so I was just like, well, you know what? I could just move down there, stay with you, you know what I'm saying, make you feel comfortable, make sure you all good. And because that's the type of person I am, you know what I'm saying? With people that I love, especially my closest friends, I do anything. And what's the song? I would move the oceans for you. I do all that. So, yeah. And then it's also, I already wanted to move to Texas anyway. I wanted to move to Houston. So I was like, okay, well, I could go to Dallas. And use that as a stepping stone, right? Build up my name and my brand in Dallas, the same way I've done here in Chicago, and then use that to go to Houston and keep building and keep flourishing.
Okay. So you going to continue the so are they picking up on Levi The Komediane down in Texas? How's that going?
I have been booked for my first show in Texas already. Well, not my first show in Texas.
Wait, we can't hear it. They can't hear.
Okay. Well, I haven't. Not my first show in Texas. I've been booked for shows in Texas, but I've been booked for my first show in Dallas already. I've been able to get out and network with a few people, and the feedback so far has been positive. It's been really dope. It's been really good. And I'm really excited to see where I can go in that area, on that platform, and in that arena, because Texas is, man, it's so big, it's so
It's huge.
It's so stupid big. It's so big.
Everybody I know that live in Texas, especially the people in Dallas, they like no matter where you live, it take 45 minutes to get to wherever you're going.
Let me tell you something. When I looked up the address to get here, I was just like, oh shit, I'm back in Dallas, because that's how it felt. I was like, God damn it, it's gonna take me forever to get.
Damn.
But yeah, everything in Texas, no matter what city, every city that I've been in Texas, and I've only been into Dallas and Houston, everything is 30 to 40 minutes away. And so it's just like, goodness gracious. Like, it don't matter where you at. And I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to the people who live in the downtown areas of those cities.
Shout out to y'all.
You gotta be brave. You gotta be brave.
Hey, look, shout out to y'all, because the stories that I get about traffic, and I don't like heat. I
love heat.
I'm a summer baby, but I don't like heat. I'm gonna sleep with the fan on in the wintertime type of girl. So Texas don't.
See, we can never sleep together. Yeah, we can never sleep together. You turn the fan on in my house right now, I'm liable to. I can't say what I want to say. Yeah.
He basically said he gonna knock my shit between the washer and the dryer.
Just know you gonna wake up outside.
But see, it's not that bad. I say in my sense, it's not that bad, because whatever cold you think you gonna be, I'm gonna keep you warm. So I'm gonna turn that fan on. You mind your business over there, and I got you.
Don't you turn that fan on?
He said, "Don't you turn that fan on." So as a comedian, I have to ask. Is it hard for people to take you serious all the time?
All the time. A lot of people, because I've been silly my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I've been silly my whole life, but comedy, being funny originally for me started as a defense mechanism. Because it was just like, when I was younger, I wasn't a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, my mom and my dad, they always drilled in me, go to school, do this, do that. So I was I was kind of chunky, a little bit, glasses. I was the nerd. You know what I'm saying? So
hold on, wait, because that was me. I just never grew out of my chunkiness.
No, yeah, I'm still chunky myself. You know what I'm saying?
Levi.
Listen, if I take this shirt and shit off right now,
you gonna look like a broomstick.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you.
Maybe a well cut up broomstick, but
not even that. Ain't no abs or nothing under here. It just look good under the shirt.
You know what?
I got on a compression shirt and a wife beater.
I am not finna play with you.
I got a waist trainer on right now.
I am not finna play with you. I'm not finna do this with y'all. Because that way, let me tell you. I think that's a pet peeve, and I think I'm speaking for all fat people. Stop saying y'all fat and y'all not fat.
I am.
You might have been fat before, but stop saying you fat.
Okay, that's a lie. I've never been fat. I was chunky. A round kid. I was a round kid.
Like me, I'm a round woman.
And I wasn't a fighter because it wasn't from lack of influence of fighting. It was just that, I was always taught, use your brain. You know what I'm saying? You can use your mind for everything. Yeah. And that shit didn't work. That shit didn't work. And one day, it just dawned on me, yo, I'm not finna keep just, letting people pick on me and stuff like that. And so, one day the switch just flipped. And I was just like, all right, now I'm swinging on anything.
No, damn.
If you try me, you're gonna have to catch these hands. And whether I win or lose, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I feel
you
good
gonna
about
know
myself.
Not to play with
exactly. Me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not happened. I've lost plenty of fights in my life, and I never cared about that, because that's life. You're not gonna win them all. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna win everything. You're gonna meet somebody faster than you, stronger than you, somebody who got a better skill set than you. I got into it with a nigga who knew karate. You got to tell me about that. I went to karate for about a month. I don't know. My mama on my live right now. I went to karate for probably a month or maybe a week. I don't know. I went to karate for about a week, and they tried to make us do splits, and that was the end of it for me. You know what I'm saying? That was the end of it, because they said they got to pop your legs and all that. Y'all
had to do them type.
Yeah, and when I was a shorty, I wasn't big on pain. I don't want to be in nothing painful.
Yes.
I grew up. The crazy part is, I grew up with the cousins that would try all the wrestling moves. You know what I'm saying? They would do all the wrestling. So I haven't been in the figure and not the wrestling moves is TV.
It's fake. Nah, they doing that shit for real.
Yeah, it's the figure fold, the god doggone ankle lock, the sharpshooter. I'd have been tombstone. That probably was wrong with me for real. I'd have been slammed on my head a lot.
That's probably what's wrong with me for real.
My mama talk about a waste of her money and experience. She the one that let me quit. Let me just put this out there.
Tell it again, Mama.
She the one that let me quit. When I was probably when I was about 16, 17, me and my mom had this conversation, and she was so mad at me because like she used to always put me in stuff that I would say like I would want to do this. And then she would put me in it, and then I'd be like, okay, I don't want to do it no more.
Levi.
She would be mad as hell.
Levi, first of all, I just want to say this. I feel attacked because you are literally sitting here telling my entire childhood. That's really
oh shit.
You are. I was the South kid. I didn't fight. Came back to school one year and was like, y'all gonna stop picking on me. I'm not the funny person. What's funny to me will hurt your feelings. So I'm throwing hands. That's simple as that.
You know what? I had to be the funny kid because I was the oldest. Like, I grew up in the era still. I was a latchkey kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, moms and dads at work.
Yep. You got the key. You got to take care of the
I got to
kids.
give my little sister and everything. And thankfully, at that time, when I was growing up, the school in the house, I could literally see my school from the house. We could walk across the field.
Shut the fuck, please.
Literally. Growing up in Harvey. That's why I was born and raised in Harvey. And, we literally could see the school from across the street. And I'm going to tell you, this is one of the things that showed me that maybe I need to start, like, getting into this fight. It's two things. It's two things. The first thing was this kid in the neighborhood, my mama told me, we never trusted you with the key. I had it anyway. On the shoestring.
I like your mama.
I love it. Listen. People ask me all the time, where do I get my material from? If you spend time with my family, you would understand why I have the issues that I have.
Oh my God!
I have and my mother is a psychiatrist. She has a doctorate in psychiatry or psychology. One of those I can't remember.
I know you put your mama through the flux.
Oh,
I know you do.
Not at first. First of all, I'm a mama's boy, so I never wanted to disappoint my mom. So at first, I was doing everything. Like, I'm in school, I'm a straight A student. You know what I'm saying? Honor roll, not straight A's. I ain't gonna lie like that.
B's.
Yeah, I'm an honor roll student. I don't get in trouble, none of that. You know what I'm saying? If I get into an altercation with somebody, principal's office, hey, they messing with me, blah, blah, blah.
Not you telling.
Oh, yeah, I was telling like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel attacked.
I was telling like a motherfucker because I was never, I was raised in a tough environment, but I was, like I said, my mom and my dad, they raised me to be more of a thinker. Mm-hmm. So think your way out of this situation.
Not fight it.
And then I realized that thinking shit ain't gonna work. So maybe I could talk my way out of this situation, which is why I became, one of the main reasons I became good with words. Because I would talk my way in and out of anything. The only person that ever knew I was lying was my mom.
You know what?
And she still, to this day, she know when I'm lying, but I lie to her. If I have to.
But why would you do that? That's pointless when she know you lying.
Yeah, because I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because she can't whoop me.
That's why you shouldn't lie.
Yeah, she can't whoop me no more. Because all I got to do is just leave and go to my house.
That's it.
That's it.
Like, you know what? Somebody take me to the airport.
No, not somebody. Me. I'm taking me. All I got to do is leave and go to the airport. They got Ubers, Lyfts,
you know
cabs.
What? I'm not for the
I will DoorDash myself home.
Oh, okay? My God. Levi.
Look, I said she can't whoop me. She said, shit.
I'm telling you, I feel attacked. I feel like I'm sitting in front of a mirror right now.
My mother, I've been in a lot of situations in my life. I've been through a lot of scariness. I've been through a lot of tough situations as far as being in the streets and being in the military. Don't nobody scare me like my mom. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody scare me like my mother, because when I was I'm gonna say 10 or 11 years old, I watched my mother You can't be looking at stuff like that.
I heard the doorbell. I heard the doorbell.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now look in there, girl.
Hey. Hold on. We got to pause. We got to pause. This is the other owner of the space that we are using right now.
Oh yeah.
He be cool sometimes, but he be cool sometimes.
But yeah, back to my story.
You right. He had me scared. Who the fuck
Listen,
got
I'm
keys?
You can't do that, girl. I got PTSD for real.
And my apologies, because you done said 12 times that you been in Afghanistan.
I been to hit the floor.
Did y'all find Bin Laden? That was y'all.
I was there when it happened.
You. Okay, keep going.
That's all I
keep
can say.
Going.
I was around when it happened. I didn't have nothing to do with it. But I was around.
Oh my God, y'all.
But when I was about 10 or 11 years old, I watched my mother fight 3 women and a man in a gold sequin dress and high heels and win.
And a man. That's the part that took me back.
3 women and a man. Oh, and I watched my mama beat these people the fuck up.
Okay.
And you know how like they give you them little therapy clowns that like they go back and forth, like you knock it down and get back up. I will never forget this. Looking at this, my mama was handling these females. The dude come through, hit her, boom. My mama buckled a little bit, never stopped swinging punches though, never. Dude come back, hit her again, boom. She go down, right back up. I'm talking about you couldn't even count. She was up that fat. She's in a dress.
And heels.
Dude hit her again. She clocked him one time. We ain't see that nigga no more. Ever since that day, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. When I was a teenager, I tried my mama one more time. And I'm not gonna say what happened.
I'm about to say, she put you on your shit. You ain't gotta tell me.
I tried my mama one more time after that, and I never again. Never.
Lord, how
never. She talking about they started it. Yeah, but you finished that motherfucker.
you finished it.
The shit out of that.
Your mom, yeah.
Listen, my mother
She saved, ain't she? She a woman of God. I knew it.
My mother is heavily deep in the church, but don't let that Blackstone side come out.
They be pulling from literally the pond that God put his strength in. That's what they be pulling from.
Listen, let me tell you something. She wasn't saved then, but
I am screaming.
She's saved now, but I wouldn't try. I wouldn't try now with the spirit of Jesus behind her.
OMG.
Yeah, my mother is a gang member, certified, official.
Hello.
On the books.
Hello.
On the books.
You hear me? Now she's just a gang member.
Yeah, she a gang member and a soldier of the Lord.
That's it.
I mean, she's a soldier in the army of the Lord.
Yeah, and a gang member.
What I meant.
On the books. Yeah, got that. Boom. Okay, so anybody on the broadcast, we can ready to play a couple tracks. If you are tuned in to Instagram Live, you will get the behind the scenes because we're not done talking at all. But I gotta play these tracks. So we about to hit y'all with Alacago, with Mr. Woboy and Jarista, and a few more tracks after that. Let's go.
Yeah. We in it, boy. Yeah. Let's see where that shit go. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck it. I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord in the sky. Light a swisher, then I kiss it, cause I feel so alive. Got it shouted, laying with me since you want another ride. It's a Gemini thing, baby. I'm a whole fucking vibe. I'm a whole fucking vibe. Fucking T, I'm in this shit, man. Let's go, man. I'm finna take it down, man. Hey, Sunday morning, thank God that I made it home. Last night up in Ocean with the movie, I be goddamn, I think I lost my phone. Who's this red bone? But nigga laying next to me. As she wake up and smiles and then she says, I love what you did to me. No cap, you Captain D. I love when you swimming to me. I love the circular motion when you in the ocean and getting to me. Can I get me around 3? Said selling my overseas. Let's hit this loud so you can get loud to the sound of macaroni and cheese. I feel fantastic, drunk punch everlasting. Abracadabra, she tested my stamina for the challenge. Then she stared at me, can't believe what was going on. Laying there with her legs spread and the web bed and I sent the ass home. I wake up in the morning, thank the Lord in the sky. Light a swisher, then I kiss it, cause I feel so alive. Got a shorty laying with me, said she want another ride. It's a Gemini thing, baby. I'm a whole fucking vibe. I'm a whole fucking vibe. Get signed up. Shawty staring at me like she really bout that action. Say she love the way I flex because she know that boy ain't capping. Pop a bill in this bitch, gangsters grilled in this bitch. How you feel in this bitch when pussy's killed in this bitch? I be like, dick is going deep, love the way I eat, call it tongue in cheek. Scratches on my back, yanking out a track, squirting on me. Ooh, I love the way that pussy clenches on my dick. Wake up in the morning, thank the Lord in the sky. Light a swisher, then I kiss it, cause I feel so alive. Got a shorty laying with me, since you want another ride. It's a Gemini thing, baby. I'm a whole fucking vibe. I'm a whole fucking vibe. Fucking T, I'm in this shit, man. Let's go, man. I'm finna take it down, man. You know what I'm saying? Woo.
Pray soon as I see the sun, just in case that I don't see tomorrow. Goddamn. Better pray soon as you see my gun, cause you bound to get hit with a hollow. Pretty bitch wanna be my little baby, put dick in the mouth like a bottle. Treat a bitch like she average on daily, don't get no fuck if she a model. I'm hanging with H demons, made me tweak, all I need is a reason. Catch him lacking the cracks, it's the season. It ain't shit for me to leave you bleeding. I was born from the semen of demons. Sorry, my baby boy is a heathen. From the LEC coast where the seas is, but we throwing up beats for a reason. Hit the beat like we boxing in rings, man. I do my thing, I go harder this season. Hit the streets when they come to that green jug, get hit it peace, but he's low when they see me. Hit that switch when we go on the mission. We gon' come with shit that we don't even need. Hit your bitch, she wetter than a fish. Then it started slobbing when I let her see it. I didn't run up a check, I got ice on my neck, it's the summer, but I'm still freezing. I'ma dab out respect, man, wherever I'm at, let my chains hang, still see it. I'ma hop in some fast, try to step out the trend, see them blue lights, I'ma leave them. They be dropping these tracks, but they ain't dropping no facts, these little rapper niggas don't believe them. It be hard for the cap out of dick, cause my little life is real, I do what rappers say they do. I feel life like a flame, I go hot in the paint, tell myself, let a motherfucker play with you. Niggas talk like they rich, but they never seen bricks, tell myself like you know why they hate on you. If you ain't to get me a man's out of the way, where then me and my niggas gon' aim at you. And my aim at Lil' Ross, so you will bleed. They don't come how we do, we the real season. Might go up a deuce, we on real E. She ain't blind, I'ma still let her feel me. Keep blinkers, they might try to kill me. In the kitchen, I feel that's the real me. She said, boy, you be acting like you was a star. And I told that little bitch that I will be. As soon as I see the sun, just in case that I don't see tomorrow. Better pray soon as you see my gun, cause you bound to get hit with a hollow. Pretty bitch wanna be my little baby, put dick in the mouth like a bottle. Treat a bitch like she average on daily, don't get no fuck if she a model. I'm hanging with H demons, made me tweak, all I need is a reason. Catch them lacking the cracks, it's the season. It ain't shit for me to leave you bleeding. I was born from the semen of demons. Sorry, my baby boy is a heathen. From the LEC coast where the seas is, but we throwing up beats for a reason. But we throwing up beats for a reason. Don't get left in the street for a reason. For a reason.
She said she just want weed and sex. I just want me some neck. I ain't even tryna flex. So what's next? She wanna get on top and ride. Girl, The late night creep, shawty knocking at my door. Told her I was asleep, but she really wants some more. But there's something I can't ignore. No. All late nights with you, get drunk, get high, then fuck all night whenever the mood is right. She said she just want me in sex. I just want me some neck. I ain't even tryna flex. So what's next? She wanna get on top of me. Girl, don't waste my time. Gonna stimulate your money from me. Girl, don't waste my time. Girl, ain't no time away. Wanna let you know that girl is going down today. She wanna get high, and she wanna get drunk. I'ma hit her from the back and hit her from the front. We can go all night, all night. She just want me to sex. I just want me some neck. I ain't even tryna flex. What's next? She wanna get on top of me. Girl, don't waste my time. Gonna stimulate your mind from me. Girl, don't waste my time.
Because I don't be wanting Mark has to put me back in Facebook jail. Y'all, we are back.
Yeah.
We are back with Levi the Komediane. So, while we was, the conversation don't stop. Y'all just be hearing music while we keep talking. But I was explaining to Levi how when I first met him, I was like, oh, yeah, he dope. And then to me, because I wasn't seeing flyers and I wasn't seeing posts, I thought you just disappeared off social media. And he told me to wait because he said he actually had a good answer for that, a good reason for that. So tell these folks what you be doing. Why we don't be seeing you on social media?
Okay, well, the thing is, I never disappeared. I'm always on social media. I'm always on social media, from Facebook to Twitter to Snapchat, Instagram. I even got a tagged page now for whatever reason.
Wait a minute, tagged is back?
I was so lost when I found that out. And it's such a different thing, because I remember being on tagged when I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
You
know what I'm saying?
Like,
so it was just like...
That was literally like the first virtual party line. Literally.
Facts. Like, tagged was before Facebook.
Yes.
That was before Facebook. Well, it was before you would get on Facebook. Because my first time on Facebook,
I had just graduated high school.
I don't even think I had graduated yet. I first got on Facebook and I was visiting my family in North Carolina, and there was this young lady across the street. It was a girl my age that lived not even across the street, across the parking lot for where my uncle stayed. Mm-hmm. And I wish I could remember her name. I want to say it was Ariel, but I highly doubt it.
Please don't fuck that lady name up on
I wish
slide.
I could remember, because she was so damn fine. Lord. Anyway,
Talk about anyway.
Yeah, so she was the one that introduced me to it. And then my uncle, who at the time, he was in college. So at this time, you had to be in college. You had to be in college. But he somehow was able to get me on there. And so I had a Facebook profile way back in like maybe 04, 03, 04. It was 04, 05. Maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so
like
I was
05 for sure.
on Facebook, but I was still on Tag. Tag was done. MySpace
was phasing out.
Yeah, MySpace was phasing out. And then when I joined the military, one of my homies from Mississippi, shout out my boy Ryan, love you, my boy. He reintroduced me to Tag again. And so it was something, it was completely different from what I knew it to be. at the time. At that time, it was pretty much a dating site.
Yeah, that's why I say that was like
At
the
that
virtual
time.
party line.
And then I hadn't been on there in years. And then somebody, because you know, all these sites now, you can get paid. You can monetize off everything. And so somebody else
That's
was
why
like,
all this shit coming back.
somebody was like, yo, you need to get on tags. And I was like, I did that 20 years ago. Like, oh, cool. And it's like, no, do it. And so I downloaded it, and come to find out, it's just a bunch of people on there selling sex.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was just
believe
like,
it.
okay, well, I already do that with my OnlyFans. So,
I definitely believe it. It's the craziest shit ever. So Tag was like literally I want to say pubescent days. I ain't gonna say prepubescent, but pubescent. There was this guy.
no, Yahoo Messenger was the prepubescent days.
Yeah. See, I had AOL. I wasn't really fucking
I had
with,
AOL
I
too.
wasn't really fucking with
I
Yahoo.
had AOL too. You get the little disc. You
Yeah,
put
I
it in,
had AOL. You've got mail. That was I love that. You feel me?
My mom literally still has her AOL email.
And that's I done tried to get in that motherfucker 30,000 times. I can't get in it.
I still got my Yahoo. I got my Yahoo email.
Nope. See, Gmail came and I was like, what is that?
Oh man, I got so many email accounts.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
But no, so this dude on Tag is crazy as shit up. I was like 13, 14 years old. He tried to talk to me then. But he was younger than me, so, then I was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward like 12 years later, we end up working together. And we end up talking, we end up dating, all that shit. And I couldn't for the life of me figure it out. Like, because I kept saying, like, you look so familiar. You look so familiar. The whole time he was a nigga on Tag that I had been curbing for months. Like, months. I guess I gave up.
Now you done let him clap the cheeks.
Yeah, I did. Well, no, he let me. You feel me?
He let you clap.
I fucked him. Okay. See, you gotta know when to fuck and when to get fucked. You feel me? You gotta know that.
I like that.
You gotta know that.
You gotta know. I'm using that on stage.
You do. You gotta know when to fuck and when to get fucked. See, if I let you fuck me, I let you think you have control. Because the minute I don't want to be bothered with you, I don't want to be bothered with you. But if I fuck you, I lose all control because no matter how much I try, I will never get rid of you.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that kung pao.
So you gotta know when to and when not to. See, it's gonna be some niggas that be like, oh, I wasn't lazy. I let you fuck. You gotta.
That's still lazy though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
because
yes,
shit get different when you fuck back. Shit get different when you fuck back. If you know what you're doing,
okay.
Shit get different when you fuck back.
I give you that because it's yeah.
If you fuck a girl and she don't do shit, she'll probably be like your last resort. It ain't like she ain't never gonna get no pipe. She just not gonna be the girl you always go to because she boring. But the girl that fuck you, you're always gonna call her first.
That's not true for me. I done had some lazy coochies that was pretty goddamn good.
You know what?
I done had some good lazy coochies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
but if you
just lay that and then I'd be like, you know what? Let me hit this lazy bitch up.
If you had to choose between the lazy good coochie or the good coochie that do all the acrobats and do it, you gonna choose the good coochie that do all the acrobats.
It depends on what my mood is. Because
sometimes
I don't want to do too much. Sometimes I want to get in there, get it done. You come, I come, we good.
Y'all hear that?
And then sometimes I do want the acrobatics and shit. Sometimes I do want a bitch swinging off the ceiling fan, jumping off the dresser and shit.
Okay, Mimi. With your shower ride.
You know what I'm saying? No, fuck that shower ride shit. First of all, shower sex is horrible.
You not lying.
Shower sex is horrible.
First of all,
your feet can't get
ain't no grip. I was just getting ready to say that.
And then why does the shower make it harder to fuck? Why does water make it feel drier?
Because, you know what? You asking that question really just helped me. I got into an argument with somebody about this, about water being wet. Wet is a characteristic of water. But coochie is wet. You feel me? Coochie is wet. Water is not. Because if you put water in coochie, it get dry real quick. Quick.
You know what? That's Cause I didn't have sex in the shower. I done had sex in the swimming pool.
That shit that don't work.
Jacuzzi, and it just I don't know. They try to make that shit look good in the movies, like it's raining and shit, and you gonna have sex.
No.
Bitch, first of all, if it's raining, why are we outside?
This is what I want to know.
Get this earth water off of me.
How good is the fucking sex when your feet doing this the whole time?
It's not.
You hear me? I'm worried about falling, all type of shit.
If I got a footwork to fuck you,
then that's this ain't what we do.
Nobody want no footwork fucking.
But yeah, that's so you got to know. You have to know when to.
All I'm saying is, if you see me put my Timbs on and I turn my hat backwards and I'm looking like Mr. Marcus in that motherfucker,
not Mr. Marcus.
You might as well go ahead and hang it up.
You know what? You got the beard. Just saying. I'm just saying. Y'all, this is what. Is that K's? I ain't got my glasses. No, that ain't K's. I ain't got my glasses on. Y'all forgive me.
You got your glasses?
No, I don't. Look, when I say this is the last show, this is the last show.
We're going to talk about everything then.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it all. So I gotta ask, because comedy, it's a finicky field. You feel me? 1 minute you can be funny, 1 minute you cannot. I have not hit a spot where I said Levi ain't funny. I ain't hit that spot. Has comedy ever gotten you into any situations like hecklers, or you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You ever had to fight your way out the comedy club because you done?
I had a gun pulled on me.
You're what? Okay, you got to tell what you say to that man.
I had a nigga pull a gun on me simply for telling him to smile.
Damn.
I was doing a comedy show. I was doing it was a open mic, and I was the last person to go up on the open mic, and I was doing my thing. I'm in the middle of doing my thing, and there's two guys walked in. They were loud as hell. They, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got them to calm down, and I was just like, yo, bro, like, why you so upset? Like, the first guy was loud. The second guy, he wasn't saying nothing. And I was like, yo, bro, that's all right. We good. We having a good time. Just smile. He was like, I don't do all that smiling shit. I'm like,
Wait a minute.
I'm like, huh?
You don't smile.
Like, cause I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, bro, just smile. Like, that's harmless.
Right.
That is harmless. That's not me. I didn't say smile. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I didn't say smile. We gonna blow this bitch down. All I said was, bro, you at a comedy show, just smile. Just smile. That's it. Nah, I ain't doing all that smiling shit. So I tried to let it go. I let it go. I went on doing my show. Then he decided to get loud. He decided to become a heckler. So
you did what you did.
Like I said, I've always used comedy as a defense mechanism. So I've always been able to. So he kept talking. At this point, I'm like 6 blue motherfuckers in.
Hey, I will never drink another one of them bitches again.
Not never. Listen, the spot that I'm talking about, I used to drink the blue motherfucker so much that they started calling it the Levi Special.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so I was about 6 of those in, and he kept talking. So I just went in. I did about 15 minutes just talking about embarrassing this man. So then he got upset. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
It's my job. I'm still getting paid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it wasn't a show where I was getting paid. It was an open mic, but this was an open mic that was our home open mic. You know what I'm saying. So this was for all of us comedians who were trying to work on, you know what I'm saying, shit that we had coming up. We usually go there and work on the jokes that we got for excuse me, pardon me.
No, you're okay.
For the big shows that we got coming up. And so I go in, I get off stage. Now anybody who knows me, once I get off stage, I immediately go outside. Because it's just like I just gave everything that I had. I need to recharge. I go outside. I go to the back patio. I'm smoking my cigarette by myself. Nobody's out there. I'm just by myself. This nigga come outside, walk right up to me, and say, man, what's all that smiling shit you talking about? I laugh. I'm like, wait, you serious?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I laugh. He gets a woo-woo-woo-woo. I'm like, okay. The nigga punch me. Boom. What the fuck?
Nigga, now we gotta fight.
What the fuck? So immediately my military shit kick in. okay, you posing a threat right now. I have to take you down. So the first thing I did, he went to go swing another punch. I grabbed him and took him to the ground. I'm laying on the ground with his. I got him in a chokehold. I'm laying on the ground with him in a chokehold. He trying to dig in my eyes, pulling my nose ring, all that, everything. But he can't get to nothing for real because it's just I got him under this arm and I'm I'm doing this with this arm. I'm just like, yo, like stop. Like we don't have to do this. I'm trying to, cause the older I get, and at this time I was still in my 20s. I was still like 20 something. And like I'm real life like, yo, like we don't have to do all this, bro. Like we could just talk or whatever. He ain't trying to hear none of that. So you remember the movie Me, Myself, and Irene when he was trying to kill that cow in the middle of the road? This nigga literally put his fingers in my nose, and I'm just like, what? So he put his fingers in my nose. It was trying to pull my nose.
You're not at the right angle
like
for that to work.
But
sir.
I'm literally just like, what do you do? Stop that? Like, stop. Like I got him in a chokehold. So then I tightened it up. And he gets a.
Now you can't breathe.
So now everybody then came out back because somebody then came out there and seen what was going on. Everybody then came out back. And this is the biggest downfall. I hate to say it like this, but in the city that we live in Chicago, one of the biggest downfalls of Chicago men is Chicago women. And it's not from a mental standpoint, it's not from an emotional standpoint, it's from I would say a vanity standpoint. Because no woman, especially in Chicago, no woman wants to see the man that she's with
get his ass whooped,
get beat up, or get mistreated or mishandled, right? So all this happens, they break it up. His friend, the one he came in there with, comes outside. But at this time, it's a few people outside.
So now it's a show.
It's his girl and the girl that she with. It's his friend and it's all the comedians.
Okay.
So her friend is just standing there like, because I guess she didn't really like this nigga because he's like, somebody finally got his ass.
That's not funny.
She is going crazy. You gonna let that nigga do that to you? He ain't shit. He just a comedian. Woo woo. Now mind you, at this time, his friend that came outside, they broke us up. So we both standing back on the ground. We both standing up on our feet now. They broke us up. His friend is talking to me like, yo, bro, I apologize. I knew he was tripping. Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, man, it's all good. Like, I didn't want it to go that far. No way. Let's you know what I'm saying, figure out a way. This nigga gets it. No, nigga, woo, woo, this, woo, woo, that, woo. Mind you, these people were in their 40s. I was probably about 28. I was probably about 27, 28 at this time. These people in their 40s, and I'm talking about to be 50, 40s. So it's just like, what is happening? What are you doing?
You too old to be acting like that.
So the argument ensues or whatever. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go. At this time, we had the comedians at the time, we had an after spot that we went to after we left this place. So we all going to the car. Just so happened, I'm getting in my car, but I have people riding with me. So I'm just standing outside my car, smoking a cigarette.
Waiting on your people.
Waiting on my people, and I'm peeing. I'm peeing. Look, I'm an outside pisser.
So wait, no, look, I'm not. I don't judge because I had one of them young hot girl days where we used to be outside kicking it.
You gotta squat that thing down.
I'm keeping it a buck. I'm not going in no porta potty. I don't care how private that bitch is. The last thing I need is to be in a shit house with a whole bunch of other people shit and somebody come knock that bitch over.
Let me tell you something. To diverge from the I hope that's the right word. I don't give a fuck if it is. But to go away from the story that I'm telling, when I first got deployed and went overseas, I have an issue with shitting in places that I'm not comfortable.
Yep, that's me. I got to be at home.
I held my shit.
No, you didn't.
I held my shit for 3 months
No.
I did not poop for 3 months.
I know your stomach was hurting.
Like a motherfucker. I'm talking about, I still got to work out. I still got to do all these runs. They looking at me like, hey, yo, Jefferson.
When you going?
You ain't doing how you usually do. I was like, I can't. This shit ain't coming out.
What changed it? Like what? You got comfortable after 3 months?
I couldn't hold that shit no more. And then they had put, let me tell you what changed it. They had put brand spanking new porta potties.
Okay.
They put brand spanking new.
So you could be the first person to use.
But look though, I was about to go use the porta potty until I found out that they finally built our bathrooms. So I'm on my way. I'm like, oh, it's fresh. They just dropped it. I'm talking about like I'm sitting outside of my room
waiting on the truck
watching them drop this porta potty off. I'm like, I'm getting that one. Right? I have my own specific one.
Lord have mercy.
And listen, one thing I can say about the military, they don't give you they do. They give you them little ass ones, but for the most part, they give us the big handicap ones. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
you got room.
You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable.
I was like, oh, that one. That's the one I'm finna get.
Right there.
I watched them drop that motherfucker off the truck. I went straight to it, and right when I was on my way to it, one of my homies grabbed me. He's like, yo, we finally got the bathrooms working. We got running water and shit. I was like, really?
Point me in the right direction.
Hey, I went straight to the bathroom and blew that. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I did use that porta potty, though.
Okay.
I did use that porta potty. I used the shit out that porta potty. As a matter of fact, that was the porta potty I used for like the first 3 or 4 months. That was the only one I would use. Like, if somebody was in there, I would wait. I didn't give a fuck how bad I had to use it.
Really?
I would wait because I made that.
That was your one.
That's mine. That's the one I'm gonna be comfortable in. This is my house.
I think black people got that bad because I go to a bathroom like a porta potty and a public bathroom.
I can't do no public bathrooms.
I won't sit on the seat, but I would definitely use a public bathroom.
I
will squat like a motherfucker in a public bathroom.
If I got a shit,
no, I'm not shitting in public. Period.
Yeah, if I got a shit, I'm going home. Like even when I bartend, and shout out to the new Celebrity Lounge, 2020 East 83rd Street. Make sure y'all go support that joint right there. Shout out to my boss lady, Miss Vicky. Love you.
I used to kick it at the old Celebrity on Jeffrey.
That's the same place.
Oh, okay.
Right there on 83rd.
Right, in Jeffrey, right? Yeah. Okay, I was about to say, I used to kick it at I know it as the Celebrity. I don't know nothing about the new one.
Nah, it's still the Celebrity Lounge, but we call it the new Celebrity Lounge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what they do? They renovated it?
I don't know when the last time you've been there. So.
It was like 07, 08.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I wasn't that way back then.
Yeah, I was 21 hot bop, you feel me? Fresh.
07.
Matter of fact, I wasn't even 21 yet. We had a plug they used to let us in.
Yeah, I graduated in 07.
See, I graduated high school in 2006, so like 07,
so you was a year? Mm-hmm. Okay, you're just a year. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I didn't graduate high school. I left high school in 07. I did 4 years. I went for all 4 years.
You just didn't.
Did you
leave and go straight to the military?
Nah. I left, and then I went to Lincoln Challenge Academy. I got my GED.
Hold on, Paul. Shout out Lincoln Challenge.
Shout out Lincoln Challenge
because
Academy,
I have 2 family members that went. I have 3 family members that went to Lincoln Challenge, 2 that actually completed. So shout out my brother's son, D'Angelo, and my auntie Mindy daughter, Tracy. They both went and they did their shit.
Yes, sir.
So we were so proud of them.
Class 2907.
Damn, I don't remember their class numbers.
I remember. I was there. You ain't gonna remember it. You wasn't there.
No, that's what I was there. I don't remember their class numbers.
But yeah. So bathrooms.
Bathrooms.
Like even if I go to like if we was to leave here and you was like, yo, we gonna have a little after joint at my crib. If I got a shit and I'm at your crib, I'm going home. I'm leaving,
bro.
Like let's I'm even saying it like this. Let's say me and you fucking, right? Me and you fucking.
Okay.
And I'm at your crib.
If you got a shit, you gonna leave?
If I got a shit, I'm leaving.
But you fucking me. Why wouldn't you be comfortable with shit at my crib?
It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I get what you're saying because I feel like once you take that first shit at like in front of your significant other or around them, it changes everything.
I don't give a fuck if I do it in front of you at my crib.
Oh, you just can't use it. Like, is it like a bathroom thing? You got to inspect the bathroom first to make sure it's
all
clean.
All that.
So now let me ask you this: if the bathroom is clean or up to par to your liking,
I still ain't doing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be like, damn, this is a great fucking bathroom. It looks amazing. It looks.
We'll break
beautiful.
up. We'll break up.
I gotta go though.
We'll break up.
I gotta until I am very, very. I have to be very, very comfortable with being in your space.
If sticking your dick in my coochie ain't comfortable enough for me, this is my space.
That's not being in your space.
You putting your whole space in my space.
But that
we
depends.
create one space.
That depends.
And that
shit. Depends though. Are we using the condom or we fucking raw?
Well, I don't know. If it okay, you're right. That do depend because are we just fucking,
all right,
or are you? You
know what I'm saying? Because if we just fucking, I'm not gonna shit at your house. Now, if we fucking with intention behind it,
okay.
Then okay, I could pull that off.
No, he said I could pull that off.
Maybe.
I am weak,
but it's not because like the bathroom for me is the sanctuary. The bathroom for me is my I come up with a lot of my greatest material when I'm in the bathroom. I spend a lot of time in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And this is one thing. Like whenever I'm in a relationship, the women I'm in relationships with,
they think you cheating. Cause you know the stigma behind men who spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
He on the phone.
You be in there texting and liking other bitches' pictures on Instagram.
Whole time, all I'm doing is I'm
writing
in the
jokes.
phone. Yeah, I'm either in my phone just scrolling through fucking nowadays is TikTok because TikTok gets you lost. Mm-hmm. Like I sit in the bathroom,
the rabbit hole.
I sit in the bathroom until my legs go to sleep. I wake them up and then they go to sleep again.
Yeah.
Like because it's so much of a sanctuary for me. It's so private. It's just like
that's the most private place in the house.
And it's just like I'm the type of person who's like, when you get to that certain point in a relationship where y'all use the bathroom in front of each other, like, I'm sitting on the toilet, you sitting on the toilet, we brushing our teeth and all that type shit, getting ready for the night. Yeah, I could do that. I hate it. I fucking hate it. Because
that's your space. That's your private time.
Like, when we in the bedroom, that's us. Living room, us. Kitchen, us. Bathroom, me. That's fucking me. Why are you in the bathroom? Bitch, leave! Levi! Bitch, leave!
But do you know, like, for women, that's the most intimate
that shit.
That we can be. Because if I can sit in your face while you shit, you know I love you. Listen. If I can shit while you sitting in my face, you know I love you.
Listen, I've been married before.
So have I.
Okay, so, like, me and my ex-wife, we got to a point where it didn't matter what was happening in that bathroom. We coming in there to use it.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but at the same time, I was like, can you leave? Like she in the shower, I'm coming in to pee. She brushing her teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's just like.
It's like that little, like, I know what you mean, because I could be in the shower just enjoying my peace in the bathroom, and then it's like, oh, babe, I gotta pee. And my mouth say, oh, go right ahead. But my mind like, what the fuck? You knew I was getting in the shower. You couldn't pee before now, or you couldn't wait.
You can't go outside. You can't go the fuck outside.
Like, I definitely understand what you're saying.
I can't do that because, I ain't gonna send no woman outside to pee, but still.
But that's because most people don't understand. Like, okay, the couple thing. People think when you become a couple, you're supposed to engulf each other. Like, there's no space, there's no privacy. And the best relationships work when the partners still have time to be themselves.
Individuality.
I was walking this road of my life before I met you. You feel me? So we don't have to walk on the same road together. You can walk your road. They gonna merge.
At some point, our roads can intersect.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there has to be
two separate roads.
There has to be two separate roads. Because even if you're in a relationship with somebody, and even if you're in a heavily, deeply committed relationship, like you love this person loves you, you are not going to grow the way that person grows. That person is not going to grow the way you grow. There is no way. There's no way possible. And this is the one thing that I love about us as human beings, because we all have the ability for individuality.
Yeah.
But we also have the ability for connectivity.
Yep.
We can connect. We can be one. But at the end of the day, at some point, we have to be ourselves. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And people try to say, no, that's just, you just want to do your own thing. You just want to. Yes, I do want to do my own thing.
I was doing my own thing
because I hope you want to do your own thing. At some point, our things can come together, and we can do our thing. But we don't have to always do our thing. There has to be a point. There has to be a point where I can go and do this. You can go and do that. And then we could come together and just like, hey, I did this. Hey, I did that. Hey, cool. Now we together. Let's do this with us.
If we always together, we have nothing to tell each other. My biggest thing is like telling somebody I care about my day or something that happened. But if your ass always right here with me,
how can I tell you?
I can't tell you shit because you right there. Like,
and even with that, like even if you right here, what happens with me or what happens with you, even when we're next to each other, we see it two different ways. So it's just gonna be like, to me, I might feel a certain way about what's happening with you, and to you, you might feel a certain way about happening with me. But to us, it's gonna be like, oh, it's nothing. It's nothing. But if we take those moments and those times to, hey, babe, listen, we've been together all week. We've been together all week, or for the past 2 weeks, or for the past month. Let's go ahead. You go your way, I go mine. You know what I'm saying? And let's you know what I'm saying? And it's not a, people look at that as if it's a bad thing. Like, oh, the relationship not working. Oh, I need to. That's not true. And what happens is people will use that and be like, I need to be closer. I need to be closer. No.
I'm telling you, I need space. You're smothering me.
It's not necessarily a need space thing. Although I feel in relationships. That's what it be for me. I feel in relationships, everyone needs their space. You cannot be with a person all day, every day, 24/7, 365.
Nope.
Wake up, go to sleep. You can't be with a person, because what happens is someone eventually is going to lose who they are, essentially.
Yep.
Someone is going to lose the essential part of who they are, because you spend so much time molding everything together, and you spend so much time, and in every relationship there's an alpha, there's a beta. In every relationship.
I want to be a beta so bad. I'm so tired of being an alpha.
Oh God,
I'm so tired. I am just ready for a man to come in and be like, baby, take your cape off. You don't have to be Superwoman anymore. Like, and not to say it like that, but I've never, any relationship I was in, I was always the thinker, the protector, the this, the that, and I'm so tired of being an alpha. I want to be a beta so bad.
I've been on both sides of the spectrum. Always, but it's weird for me because I've always been the alpha in the sense of like, I'm very, very headstrong about what I want, what I don't want, what I will do, what I won't do. And in a certain aspect, that can become toxic because you put yourself in a position where I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that. I don't need you for this. I don't need, like, and to go back to my mom raised me in the sense of, I'm my mother's only son. Aww. And I'm the oldest of her kids. I'm not her only son, but I'm her only son that came out her coochie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. Like my brothers, all my brothers, you know, they my brothers.
Gotcha.
But I'm my mama only son. And so my mother always made sure, and my grandmother, God rest her soul, I was her first grandchild. I'm her only
first son, grandson, and nephew. All
you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, not nephew, because my mom was the only child.
What's the word, cuz?
But I was taught so much. You know what I'm saying? I spent my entire life around women.
Okay.
I spent my entire life around women, with the exception of my dad. My dad was there, and the friends that I made throughout life. I had cousins. But, you know, they cousins. They not going to always be around. You know what I'm saying? I got great uncles, but they not always gonna be around. Mm-hmm. And so in my household, it was me, it was my mom, my dad, my sister. Not growing up, my parents weren't the best parents. You know what I'm saying? My mama had me when she was 18. She did the best that she could.
She had to learn.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all grew up together.
We basically grew up together. Mm-hmm. And my dad, he's my stepdad, but that's my dad because that's the man that raised me. That's the man that stood up and was like, yo, nah, I'm gonna be here. Like if my mom and my daddy got into it, my dad would be like, no, you're not going. My mama would leave. You ain't going nowhere with my son. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I have the love and the admiration for that man. That's my dad. You know what I'm saying? Whether I came out his balls or not, that's my fucking dad.
Cause that was my father was my biological father. My mom had a son before she met him, and my brother, well, he knew his biological father. But my brother would tell anybody, like, that's my daddy. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly how, like, you about to make me cry, because that's exactly how my daddy was.
It's real shit, though. It's real shit. Like, my dad is my motherfucking dad. That's my father. That's my pops. You know what I'm saying? That's a nigga that raised me. Like, man, he taught me everything that I know about what it's like to live life. My dad worked his ass off. He's over 50 and he still climbs up ladders, gets on roofs, and put fucking roofs on people's houses, to tear roofs off people's houses. Over 50, and the man can carry over 175 pounds worth of shingles up a ladder by himself.
Damn.
And I've only told this story one time, and I'm going to tell it again. I remember when I was younger, I used to look at my dad in the house.
I'm sorry. Oh. My cousin is on the live. He asks, what's the clothing line that you're wearing?
Free Lunch Apparel. Free Lunch Apparel. Make sure y'all have my girl, Crystal Gaines. Get you some Free Lunch Apparel. You can find it on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Free Lunch Apparel.
I'll send you her IG, cuz. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I remember, like, being a kid and watching my dad, like, work hard shit. Now, mind you, my dad, he has other kids. You know what I'm saying? My brother, my sister, my brothers and my sister, they are, I have a brother that's older than me. Mm-hmm. I have a brother that's older than me, and then a sister and a brother that's younger than me. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I watched my dad work his ass off to the point where, like, my dad used to have... My pops used to have the holiest draws.
That's not funny.
He used to have the holiest fucking draws in the world. And I used to always look at that. Like, I used to see him, like, he would walk around the house in his drawers or whatever with his little robe on and shit. But back in the day, my pops used to be a heavy weed smoker, a heavy drinker or whatever. So he would come home, eat, shower, put his holy drawers on with his robe.
Because they was comfortable. Leave him alone.
And he would sit in the living room and play the video game. He would sit in the living room and play the video game. And I used to go sit right next to him. And I would just look and I'd be like, yo, like, I never had an issue with holy drawers because to me, that was always a sign of hard fucking work. Mm-hmm. Because this man worked, I'm talking about work hard. Like, not only are you taking care of your own children, you taking care of a kid that ain't yours, and then you got two more kids behind that. Like my dad is the epitome of what a real man is. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And it's
shout
something
out to the real men.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shout out. I hate that I'm not blessed to have my daddy anymore.
I'm a super deadbeat. Love my kids.
Stop it.
I am. I love my kids. I don't see them.
I was just getting ready to ask you, so do you have any children?
I do. I have that I am 100% sure of. I know 100% for a fact.
You got two.
I have 3 kids.
Oh, 3. 100%.
100%. 100%. Now, it may be 5 or 6 more. I ain't got no DNA test for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
all right. Well.
No, I'm not a deadbeat, but I am not in my children's lives the way I should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, my oldest daughter lives in Connecticut.
Okay.
My youngest 2 children from my ex-wife, they live in North Carolina.
Okay.
And so for me, it's just like I do the best that I can, like chasing this dream, following this dream, and chasing this thing that I really want. Mm-hmm. And I get accused all the time for being selfish. Okay. And I'm not doing any of this for me.
You want some longevity,
like,
something that your kids can have.
Listen, if I didn't have these kids and I didn't put these women in these situations that I put them in by impregnating them, I wouldn't do any of this shit.
Really? So that's
because I'm good.
The military.
If it was just me, I'm good. I'm taken care of. I would literally buy a van, live in my van, and drive across the country doing whatever the fuck it is I want to do. But I can't do that because my children want to have a place to come to see me. I can't let my kids always be at my mama's house. Okay. I can't let my kids always be at my sister's house, even though that's where they spend most of their time. I got a little ass apartment, so
3 kids. It's like
yeah. And so it's just like I do everything that I can when it comes to anything. When it comes to them.
Okay.
Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, you broke." Yeah, I am broke, but my kids are well taken care of. They have a home, they have clothes, they have shoes, they have food. You know what I'm saying? I may not be able to give their mothers the type of money that I know that they deserve. Okay. But whenever they ask me for something, I give it to them as best as I can. And if I don't have it, I feel terrible about it. I feel shitty. Don't feel terrible about it. No, I do. I feel shitty. Okay. But I'm a FaceTime father.
But so it all depends on situations, and I say this because I don't like to speak on it a lot, but I saw something like this with my older brother and my father. So because my dad got married and he was taking care of my mother and her son, and then they had me, and then I got another brother who's my cousin, but we adopted him, you know. So my oldest brother was just like, oh, my daddy was a fucked up person. My brother got shot in Colorado. I was in private school, graduating 8th grade, going to a private high school. So my daddy didn't have the funds to just take no flight and, you feel me, go to where my tuition had to be paid. You grown, you been out of school. Facts. My tuition had to be paid, you feel me? Facts. So now, instead of seeing that, even though my daddy really couldn't afford to go, my uncle stayed in Colorado. So my daddy was on the phone with him every day, checking on my brother, making sure my brother was okay. And my brother got shot 37 times, okay?
God damn.
Most of the bullets missed vital organs. So he literally was just full of holes. Like, it wasn't no...
Is he still alive?
He's still alive.
Okay.
They didn't fuck up his intestines, his heart, his lungs, his kidneys, none of that shit. 37 times.
Why the nigga ain't drop an album? 50 Cent got shot 9 times, and now we watching Power every goddamn year.
Thank you.
What your brother doing?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't even talk to him right now.
Oh, damn.
I love you dearly, too, but you know why.
Nigga, you Superman to me.
You know why. But yeah, my brother got shot 37 times in Colorado doing behind some shit he knew he wasn't supposed to be doing in the first place. And you want my daddy to not only disrupt his life, but disrupt my childhood, teenage life, where I'm just coming into my own for some shit that you did to yourself. When you know, if you hadn't been doing what you was doing, they wouldn't have shot your ass. So you know how that shit goes. So I see
do, because my oldest brother, my older brother, he has a serious issue with my dad, and to be honest, I don't think he should.
Nope.
Just my personal point of view, and I've told him this before. I think anger is misplaced. But he doesn't fuck with my dad at all because he feels like my dad wasn't there for him and wasn't, which from my memory and from what but this is the thing though, because from my memory and what I know, it's a different point of view, but I can't walk in his shoes because I'm not him. I don't understand but in the same sense, I do understand where he come from. And to me, it feels trivial because your dad was in your life. You know what I'm saying? Your dad was there. Your biological father was there. The only reason you know who I am is because your biological father was there. I don't know my siblings on my dad, with the exception of my oldest sister. I have a sister that's like 6-7 years older than me. I met her for the first time in life in 2020.
Get the fuck out of here.
In 2020. Mind you, I got a whole GPS monitoring bracelet on my ankle and I flew to Miami to meet my sister. So it's certain things are trivial to me. You're upset about this, you're upset about that. No, my biological father, real life, was not there. And he's tried over the years. I give him, but the streets have always been more important to him. And that's something, and there's something my little sister told me. My little sister told me one day, she was like, nigga, you think we supposed to feel sorry for you because you got daddy issues? And I was like, damn.
That's the point, though.
I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me, but I need y'all to understand. Because my siblings none of my siblings, they don't know what it's like
to not have
for your biological father not to be there.
Yeah.
They don't understand that. And so to them, and my little sister, I love her ass to death.
It was
I love that because she ain't nothing but me. She's a reflection of me. The only problem is she a GD. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Lord, I'm so sick of them folks.
That's her.
Hold on. I don't got no issue with the GDs. I love the GDs, especially they stroke.
Our family is split that way. Like my biological father and my stepfather, they both GDs. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They both GDs. My daddy was a vice lord, and then he was a preacher. So look, my older brother, my stepfather's firstborn, he a vice lord. My older brother, who was one of my friends that my mom low-key kind of adopted or whatever, I love him to death. Can't nobody tell us we ain't blood. He GD. I'm Blackstone. My mama, the entire side of the family is Blackstone. Damn. So it's just like, I come from a real weird situation. All of my friends my whole life have always been GDs. I've always been cool with GDs. I'm the only one walking down the street. When my hat bang to the left, everybody else shit bang to the right. That's me. I don't give no fuck where we at. But I love my people because I got cousins that's GDs. My big brothers was folk on the hustlers. My daddy was a original vice lord. Like I'm talking about before they start breaking off and finding what they call them factions and whatever. Before Willie was in the wheelchair. You feel me? My daddy was around, and my daddy was a Black Panther first. My uncle was a Black Panther. You feel me? So listen, my family, both of my daddies know Larry personally. And my mama's side of the family, they know Jeff personally. See? So it's just like, for me, people always ask me, like, well, how did you end up this way? Like I said, I'm a mama's boy. I always been, my real dad wasn't around. My stepdad, he was around, but I don't think he wanted to show that part to me. But my mama's side of the family, which is the side of the family that we was always with. I was always with them. My cousins was Chief Mahdia the most. Damn. In the suburbs. And it was in some parts of the city. So it was just like, people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know this. I was blessed. I'm blessed into this thing. And, as you get older, you realize how silly this shit is. Because it don't stand for what it stood for back then. It was really our defense first. It was supposed to be
our defense from the policing,
the police
the
brutality,
system.
the bullshit.
We were supposed to be sticking together to elevate, and they found a way to get in the middle of that to even tear us down even more.
Then cocaine came,
Yeah.
crack came,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then motherfuckers realized that I could make a lot of money off this, and then motherfuckers realized, oh shit, wait a minute, they ain't fucking with us for real. Maybe we can get all these weapons. And
Now I gotta ask because
ask.
First.
We just had a deep ass conversation.
We really did, and I'm glad I asked the question that I asked because if you notice, I don't have any cue cards. I don't have everything is.
And I appreciate that.
Off the vibe. Now I thought we was gonna come in here and it was just gonna be like joke central of the world.
Oh no.
But I will say this: with you being a comedian and your social presence being comedy all the time, I am glad my listeners got to hear another side of you, and the viewers got to see another side of you. I'm glad you felt like you were able to come in here and be Mr. Jefferson and not Levi the Comedian. You feel like I felt like you opened up.
What people don't understand is Mr. Jefferson and Levi the Comedian is one and the same. I'm not always funny and silly. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can say funny shit whenever.
Yeah, because you've been saying funny shit all motherfucking night.
Yeah, it's easy to say funny shit, but a lot of this funny shit comes from real places. It comes from real shit that I've been through, real shit that I've seen, real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever seen a nigga die and keep walking? That's the weirdest shit in the world to me. I never thought I would see something like that, but I seen a nigga die and keep walking at the same time. Like, nigga, your head is missing. Where are you going?
Oh, see, that's that military shit.
Yeah, I thought I was in The Walking Dead. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought I was in The Walking Dead because he just kept going. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? I think I should retire right now. I think it's over.
Now, I do want to know. I do want to ask a question. It's crazy because we. Oh shit! Nope, I ain't gonna. It won't be on the live. I'm actually about to end the Instagram live because I'm on 3% and I don't want to lose the video.
Oh yeah, no, don't do that.
So we about to end the Instagram live, but I have a couple more questions for the broadcast though.
Oh yeah, we can keep going.
So what made you want to go to the military? What was it? Just what was like? Really?
Bitches? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Nah. I wanted some coochie. No.
I'm about to say, really?
I'll lie. Okay, so what really happened, right? I had gotten into some serious trouble when I was about 17.
See, I can't see you getting in no trouble.
Yeah, when I was about 16, 17 years old, I had gotten into some real big trouble. My mom had kicked me out the house, and so I was living in a porta potty in the park. I was living in a porta potty in the park for a little while, and then one of my homies, one of my friends, let me live in. His dad had left him a car. His dad gave him a car, a '88 Monte Carlo, and he kept it in his mom's garage. It was in his mom's garage, and he let me live in that for a while, and then I know he was sneaking me in the house to use the bathroom, shower and shit, because we were still in high school, and so like I had to shower and shit and all that. I had all my clothes in a garbage bag, and I had this hoodie. It was his originally. He gave it to me. And I had this hoodie here originally. One of our other brothers originally started calling it the Life or Death hoodie because he was like, "Bro, this hoodie literally saved your life because you had nothing else." I didn't have nothing else. All I had was the clothes that I had in the bag, and you know, black mothers when they kick you out,
you leave everything they bought.
Yeah,
if you didn't pay for it, it don't leave that house.
And so, but thankfully, this is why this is crazy. This is why I love my sister right under me, because she would literally she would stuff stuff into a bag, and like she would leave it outside, and I would just go by the house
looking
and
out
get
for you.
She would like put like snacks and shit in the bag and all that. So she really was like looking out for me and stuff. But yeah, I lived in a park. I lived in a car in a garage. And then my homie, his mother, I ain't gonna call him. I'm still calling my brother. Like we fell out. We fell out about 10, 11 years ago, but at the end of the day, that's still my brother because he did something for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the reason we fell out was my fault. You know what I'm saying? I betrayed him. And, you know, I was,
at least you can be honest about it.
I was young. I did something stupid that I should have never done. And the biggest thing about it was that he didn't care about what I did. He cared that I lied to him about doing it. And me being somebody who knew, because we were both the people, the reason why we became so close is because we never lied to each other. Yep. And our biggest thing was, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I lied. And so the exile that I was put in, I deserved it. But that's still my brother. I still love him. He allowed me to, he kept me safe. He kept me, you know, and then once his mom found out that I was living in the garage, essentially, right? She because this is what he would do, right? Because at this time I knew I wasn't gonna graduate high school, and so his mother had a job. She would leave. His little sister would. His mother and his little sister would leave at the same time because she had to drop her off at school, and she had to go to work. And then what he would do was he would disable the cameras. He would turn the cameras off, and he would go to school so that I could go in the house, take a shower, eat, and then I could go to school. Okay. So I would do that, and sometimes I would go to school. Sometimes I wouldn't. You know, I was trying to sell drugs. You know, normal, typical teenager. Yeah, typical teenager shit. And at this time, I was in what was this? Dalton. This was Dalton.
Oh yeah. And then Dalton. I keep forgetting you was in Harvey and Dalton. I'm not saying that to be funny, but it's rough out there.
I'm born and raised in Harvey. When I was 10, we moved to South Holland. And I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing about that. We moved to South Holland, and there were only three black families on the block. Damn. And 2 black families at the end of the block. Damn. There are probably about 13, 14 houses on the block. So it was my family at the beginning of the block. One of my brothers who's also nominated for the 312 Awards. Make sure G-Talk 2020. Yeah. My boy Tone Diesel.
I don't know who it is. I did see them on the nomination list. Sorry, I did not vote for y'all because I did not know who y'all was. If I knew them was your people, I would have voted. Sorry. Sorry.
There was a lady across the street who was a police officer. She was a black police officer. And then the last house on the block on my side was an old man. I wanted to say his name was Mr. Gregory or something like that. Can't remember. And then it really wasn't on the end, but it was the biggest house and on the block, but it wasn't really, it was on the end of the block, but not really because they had a big ass yard, so their yard was on the end of the block. But it was the biggest house on the block, the Sharpleys. And shout out to my homie Tim Sharpley. I ain't talked to that man in years, but I hope he's doing freaking amazing. I hope his mom is good, his dad is good, because those are some great people to me as well. And then you turn the corner, Mr. Gregory house is right here. You turn the corner, and it's the Robinsons. And the Robinsons, I love them to death. Shout out to my boy EJ. Oh, he's an artist right now. He's super dope. I can't remember his rap name. Well, my boy EJ and Mr. Robinson and the whole family. Love them to death. I can't remember right now that this tequila done took over.
No, it's okay. I love people don't understand how those, and they may be small acts of kindness. Like, I could do something as simple as, you know what I'm saying, give you this candy, right? To me, that was just a small act of kindness. But to you, that shit could have made your world. It might have made my, you know what I'm saying?
Because you never know what somebody's going through.
You never know. So to all the people he just shouted out, I can't remember all them names out because I'm high. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But yeah, I ended up in the military. So like I said, I was homeless for a little while, and then I came up with the bright idea. My mom was like, as long as you in school, you can live in my house. If you're not in school, you can't live in my house. So I was like, all right, whatever. So then South Suburban College had a GED program. And so I I was about to enroll in a GED program, and I was sitting. I can't. I was so bold. I was so fucking bold. I walked into my mama's house. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I walked into my mama's house, got on the computer, and this is when we had real like computers. You know what I'm saying?
You had to wait for that bitch to dial up, boot up, all that.
I got on the computer and I looked up the South Suburban GED program, and I was like, "You told me the only way I can be in your house is if I'm in school." Well, shit, I'm finna go to school now. My mother said, "No, I got something better for you." I was like, "What?" Now, rebellious teenager. Well, you ain't got no. You told me to find it myself. I could do it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Insert Lincoln's Challenge.
Look,
my mother knew somebody that she worked with who was connected with Lincoln's Challenge. I go to Lincoln's Challenge. I do my time at Lincoln's Challenge. Get my GED. And graduated as one of the highest people in the class, by the way.
Period.
Then I leave Lincoln's Challenge. I come back. I really wanted my mother to send me because because I was one of the top people in the class. I was in the top 10 of the class. So because I was one of the people in the class, I had an opportunity to I had a scholarship. I had a scholarship to go to any college I wanted to go to. So I wanted to go to the college that was down in Rantoul because they were literally going to pay for everything. I got the scholarship to do the first semester, and they were going to pay for me an apartment. At the time, which I'm mad, but not really mad, but I'm mad because that would have gave me my first taste of independency at 18. Mm-hmm. I really would have understood what it was like to have to do shit on my own. But my mother was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not signing that. You're not doing that.
Damn.
You have to." This is what she told me. She said, "You have to show me that you could do good here first, and then you can go there." I was like, okay. So I came back home, came back to my mother's house. I got my GED. She let me back in her house. I'm 18 at this point. She let me back in her house. I enrolled in South Suburban College. I start at South Suburban College, and I hated it. I got to take math class. I got a fucking business law class for no reason.
Tell me about for no, but now I give you.
For no fucking reason.
Because you got to fill up this schedule.
My entire life, my passion has been entertainment. So I'm acting. I want to be an actor. That's all I want to do. That's all I did in school. That's all I did. Since I was 6 years old, I've been acting. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to do nothing else. I don't care about, you steady telling me about, I don't care about that. I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be an actor and a rapper. I'm going to be an actor and a rapper.
Okay.
So I'm going to be an entertainer. And let me backpedal a little bit. The reason why I wanted to be an entertainer is because when I was probably about 9, 10 years old, me and my cousin who lived with us at the time, my mother sat us down and had us watch Eddie Murphy's Raw and Delirious. And when I saw that...
that shit is hilarious.
When I saw that, that's when I knew what I wanted to do for real. I always knew I wanted to be an entertainer. Fast forward, I go to South Suburban. I suck at it. I took like... I don't know. I took like 16 college credits. I think I left there with. I left there with 13. It was one class. I only failed one class, and the only reason I
failed one class.
Yeah, I only failed one class, but I hated it. I hated college.
Yeah, I've tried it twice. It ain't for me.
The biggest reason why I hated college is because my mother spent so much time in school, and I felt like you did all this school and we still don't have anything. Not thinking like, yo, we got a whole house. Mm-hmm. We got, like, y'all got, both of y'all, my mom and my daddy got a car. It's an extra car out here that y'all letting me drive. It's fucked up, but I got clothes, I got food. My sisters got clothes and food. But, you know, when in that era, it's like, I ain't got
this. I ain't got the
Jabot straps.
Yep.
I ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? All that. So, I meet this young lady. I'm talking to her. And I'm walking down the street one day to her house. Walking from South Holland to Calumet City.
Child.
I'm just walking down the street one day.
That's a walk.
Walking down the street one day. But at the time, you know, that's all niggas knew how to do.
Yeah.
Either ride your bike or walk.
You right.
So right. I'm walking down the street. Now, mind you, I was supposed to originally go to the Marines. When I was in school, when I was in high school, I was training with the Marines because I was gonna go to the Marines. I really wasn't though, but they was offering me a whole lot of shit, like niggas was giving me food and shit. So I let that military shit go. Did Lincoln's Challenge, all that. I was just like, the military still ain't for me. That shit sounds stupid. I already did that shit. I'm just gonna be just like this. Walking down the street, recruiter pull up on me. Hey man, you want a car?
Damn.
Hell yeah, I want a car. I got my driver's license, everything, so I'm good. I'm 18. I'm 18 already, so I'm good. You know, if you just come with me, you get a car. Now I'm like, I know this nigga bullshit, but he finna try to get me to join the military. Let me see what he talking about.
So that charge of sign-on bonus was real. That's what.
Oh, I got a $40,000 signing bonus.
Damn.
What they don't tell you is you don't get that $40,000 up front. You don't get that up front. Yeah, that's what they don't tell you. I didn't know that.
So you was still in the military, broke his head waiting on your check.
Yeah.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
But look though, this is what happened. They don't even tell you how long it's actually going to take for you to actually get your signing bonus, the first installment of your signing bonus, and they don't tell you that they're going to tax it. The first installment, I signed up $40,000 initially, $40,000 for 4 years. That's $10,000 a year.
So when you break down 10,000,
wait,
over the year.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you how it happened for me. I trust this Army recruiter. I signed my contract July 31st. August 8th, I was on my way. August 8th, I was in basic training. I was in basic training on August 8th.
8 days.
Yeah. He said you could wait a couple months or you could leave now. I said, I want to leave now. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I told my family, I'm joining the Army. They didn't believe me.
So do you think the
July 31st, I signed my military contract. August 8th, August 7th, I was at MEPS. August 8th, I was at Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Damn. So what did you say, what can you say you actually took from the military? Like, what was something positive that they left?
Everything. The military was the best thing to ever happen to me. And in several different ways. Let me say it like this. It was the best thing and the worst thing to ever happen to me because I was already a little bit spoiled. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I was just a little bit spoiled.
A little bit?
Just a little bit. I was just a little bit spoiled because you gotta remember, I was the only boy, and I was the oldest.
Right, that's what I said. Just a little bit.
I was a little bit spoiled because the girls always came. Yeah, the girls always came first. And then it was just like, all right, now we got time for you. And so, but because I figured out ways to get other people, you know what I'm saying, give me the things that I felt like I should have got at home. You know what I'm saying? So I always found out ways to spoil myself, but using other people to do it.
Okay.
The attention and the affection that I crave. I'm a fucking Cancer. I'm a Cancer. So yeah.
You a love bug.
Yeah. I'm a Cancer, so I need,
But you crazy too.
I crave attention. I crave, and so it's just like, okay, I need this, I need that. Not getting it exactly. How can I? And so, you know what I'm saying? And again, like my story ain't different from any other typical black kid story. You know what I'm saying? I lived somewhere that was nice, but it wasn't that nice. Harvey wasn't shit. Mm-hmm. South Holland wasn't. I didn't know shit about South Holland. I'm gonna tell you something. I never really knew anything about South Holland for real until I got older. Until I went to high school. We moved there when I was in 5th grade. My mindset was always Harvey. Mm-hmm. I never understood the difference between people. Always said the suburbs, the city, who this, who that. Like, I grew up in the era where you couldn't wear certain colors.
Mm-hmm. So we wasn't no different from the city. But they wasn't out there, so they don't know.
I'm going to the Bud Billiken parade. I got on the red and black outfit. My mama like, no, you can't wear that. My mama gave me the worst shirt. Let me tell you something. Going to the Bud Billiken parade one year, my mama gave me the most terrible shirt. I don't know if you ever watched Seinfeld.
I've seen Seinfeld a couple of times.
Have you ever seen the episode when he had the puffy shirt on when he was finna go on the TV show?
No.
Okay. How about this? Remember them white daisy pattern placemats that was plastic? They was like kind of plastic.
It was like vinyl almost.
Yeah, that your grandmother used to. That's what the shirt was. The shirt was like that. It was a white sheer shirt, and mind you, this is at the time where bandanas was cool. So like, I used to wear bandanas.
You tried to put a bandana on?
No, not tried. I had a bandana on. Do you know that my mama took my bandana, flopped it out, and then tied it around my head
like a scarf?
Like a scarf. And me, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I can wear whatever.
I'm gonna rock this bitch.
But let me tell you something.
They talked about you.
I'm gonna tell you exactly. I had I had on jean shorts, and they was motherfucker Paco.
Not Paco jeans.
Paco was still popping. That's what I'm saying.
Paco was popping when I was come on, man.
Paco jean shorts.
Come on, man.
They were still popping, and then the shirt was from wherever the fuck. I don't know where she found that shirt at. And then it was the scarf and a headband. And a headband. I had one fucking headband on.
That is, y'all, cause see, I find humor in the funniest shit. You feel like the smallest things.
I was out here dressed like a VeggieTale. She had me out here dressed like a VeggieTale. Wouldn't even tell me.
Hold on, spoiler. Disclaimer, y'all. VeggieTales is one of my favorite shows.
We are the pirates
who don't do anything. We just sit at home and lie. VeggieTales is one of my favorite shows. Please don't get me started, especially with me being a church kid.
VeggieTales got hits.
A church kid. My mom was happy with letting me watch the motherfucking VeggieTales.
Oh yeah, but look, I wasn't always a church kid. I became a church kid. My mother decided she wanted to go to church when I was about 14, 15 years old. And so I became a church kid. And needless to say, me and my siblings fucked up everybody in there.
That's a damn shame.
I call them my siblings because them was my like homies. Them was my brothers. And those niggas that I rode with, and we went to that church, and shit, there's bitches in church.
You know,
and then you got to remember, 14, 15 years old. Yeah, like me and my homies, we ranged from we ranged from 13 to 17. You know what I'm saying? And we hey man, all I can say is church is amazing. Somebody should go.
Oh my God! Look, because we not even go. So y'all.
You ever finger somebody? No, man.
No, I was too scared to do nasty stuff in church because my daddy was the pastor. My daddy was the pastor. I didn't even start fucking around until I was grown. Like I wasn't allowed to date. I wasn't allowed to have boyfriends.
Them was the worst niggas in the church.
Yeah,
the pastor kids.
Yeah, once I got older, I sure was.
The pastor's son was the first nigga that showed me how to sell a pound of weed.
I believe you.
I was the first nigga to show me how to sell.
Because my brother was the plug.
He always looked at me. He was like, bro, stop hanging around these little niggas. Come here. Yeah. And he used to take me with him. I ain't gonna say his name or none of that shit, but he used to take me with him all the time. I used to ride when the nigga had, this nigga had so many cars. But my favorite one he had a silver Riviera with a red interior. He had 315s in the trunk and the screen in the dash and the screen in the joint up here and the roof. And this nigga, he used to take me with him everywhere. When I say, I used to have so much fun.
That sound like my brother.
Church, I did a lot of dirt in church. Me and my brothers almost jumped one of the deacons once.
No, see.
Almost jumped one of the
most everybody in my church was family with the exception of...
we was all family at my church, but we almost beat buddy up.
Oh, my God. Y'all, we done had one hell of a last episode. That's all I can say.
Is this it? This is the end?
Yeah, this the end.
It's over?
It's over with. It's 11:37. That's how you end the show.
That's how you end.
But before we get up out of here, I just want to say thank you for coming through. Thank you for giving my listeners an opportunity to know Levi the Komediane not on the entertainment stage. This was very personal as far as I felt like I was sitting here talking to my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like this was very personal.
That's how it's supposed to be.
So I thank you for exposing that side of Levi the Komediane to my listeners and to my viewers. This was one hell of a last show, y'all. You got to tell these folks where they can find you. Wait, hold on. What do you have coming up? Any shows you got booked? I know you spoke on a TV show in the beginning of the episode.
Right.
And then you got to tell the people where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on all social media at Levi The Komediane. That's LeviDhaKomedian. That's long as shit.
Yeah, it is.
But Levi The Komediane. You can find me on all social media there. What shows do I have coming up? Well, I have a show this Saturday, New Year's Eve. I have a show on New Year's Eve out in Calumet City. That is... Oh, give me a second. Ooh, I gotta pee again. Gosh, dark nugget. I have a show this New Year's Eve, the Winter Wonderland. That is expensive. It's in Calumet City, yeah, at the American Legion in Calumet City.
I'm screaming, not that is expensive.
It is. It's $50 per person.
Damn.
Yeah, they gotta pay me a lot of money, so.
I heard that. So y'all go buy y'all tickets because Levi got to get paid.
My next show is in Dallas, where I live after that. And then my next show that I have for sure booked is on March 4th. Somewhere here in the city. I just have to figure out where it is. I don't know yet. I haven't got all those details. Also, make sure that you go on your favorite streaming service and look up the movie Daddy Issues. You can find me featuring in that movie as Cousin Earl.
So, specifically tell me the services so if I don't have it, I can go get it.
Amazon Prime, Roku TV.
Okay.
It's actually I can tell you easier. Oh my God. I can tell you easier what services is not on, and that's it's only not on Netflix and Hulu. Those are the only ones that you.
So I can watch it on Tubi.
Yep.
Bet.
Tubi.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
Tubi. Shout out to Tubi because everybody is right now. Everybody's literally finding it on Tubi.
Now, I'm tripping because you should have told me about the movie before your interview.
I thought everybody knew. It's not my movie.
But I'm
in it. I'm in the movie. And shout out to my brother Wesley Perkins and my brother Johnny Perkins, Prescription Entertainment.
Okay.
We also have a TV show that's about to come out with my brother Johnny Perkins. It's called Just Temporary. That's about to drop soon. Okay. We also have a documentary about to drop soon about being a stand-up comic in Chicago. It's called Funny Thing Is Chicago. This is going to be the first iteration of it.
Oh, that's dope.
I got an old series, probably from a few years ago. It's only 2 episodes of it. There should have been more. We filmed 3 episodes of it, but there are only 2 on YouTube right now called, I can't remember what it's called. But shout out to my girl, Trina May, anyway, for putting me in that. I was also on Chicago Fire for an episode.
No, that's crazy because I did not watch Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, none of that.
I was on Chicago Fire for episode season 4, episode 16. It's called 2 T's. I believe that's the name of the episode. I was in it. Just a small little brief part. I didn't have any lines. All I did was stand in the background and laugh.
But it's okay because it don't.
But I had a ball. It was cold as shit. We shot that shit like January 20-something. Damn. It was super. It was one of those years where like it was super cold in January.
Like right, y'all, it's December. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow the 30th. It's December 29th, and it was 57 degrees outside. So
why is it so warm?
At 9 o'clock at night, though, 57 degrees. Threw me through a whole fucking loop, y'all.
Crazy.
But we're definitely gonna check that out. I will, if you can't remember. I'm gonna check out. Send me the links.
OnlyFans.
Send me the links that you're not your OnlyFans. I'm not. I don't want to see nothing I don't need to see.
That's a lie.
Oh no, OnlyFans.
You want to see it?
Talking about you want to see it? No, I don't want to see nothing. I don't need to see. I don't want to cause no trouble nowhere.
Go look at it.
Get them folks your OnlyFans so they
follow me on OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/creeplife. Creep spelled with the K, life spelled with a Y.
I like
KREEPLYFE.
I like that. I might go subscribe just because I like your name. I'm just not even gonna lie to you. And y'all already know it's your favorite treat, Big D, not the little one. These last 3 months with y'all have been amazing. And I hope y'all follow me on over to Empire Radio Club right now. Go to EmpireRadioClub.com, save the website, or go to Live 365. The app, download it, type in Empire Radio Club, and save us as one of your favorite stations every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. in Dii'z Streetz radio show. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at KHEMISTTREE101. And I said that wrong, excuse me. KHEMIST_TREE101. In Dii'z Streetz now has an Instagram page and a Facebook page. So y'all can find us at Dii'zStreetz_. Make sure y'all follow Empire Radio Club. Make sure y'all follow Levi The Komediane. Make sure y'all follow Swag the Man. Make sure y'all follow Delectable Doja Official. Make sure y'all follow Chemistry 101. Y'all, this has been a motherfucking blast. Shout out to Loud Money Radio. Meg, I know I gave you your flowers yesterday, but I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for allowing me to learn the game and learn what to do in this radio field, to be at the point where I can take my show to the next level, and we are now becoming a radio show as well. So, Spreaker app, loudmoneyradio.com. It's been one, and if y'all don't hear from me or see me no more, y'all know we live, we outside, and we in these motherfucking streets, man. It's been one.